This is a review of the game's demo. Heart Fragment, a psychological automate dating sim about uncovering your past and saving your cherished companions. You play as Xani, a grown-up girl suffering from nightmares each night due to her traumatic past. 10 years passed after Xani's mother's death, however the consequences are still haunting your mind. Your father, who was never there for you as a child nor for your mother, takes you in after the accident. Due to his sudden appearance and past absence, your relationship results complicated as is lacking dialogue and sincere talk. You cannot stand his presence as he never understood you, and keeps stating his unnecessary judgments towards you. However, not everything about your life is as dark. You have a trustful best friend at school, Shannon. While you are appearing as an introvert, always being distant from other scholars, and very reserved as a person, Shannon is quite the opposite. And, as they say, the opposites do attract each other. Shannon is very outgoing and popular with guys. In fact, she presents you a new boyfriend of hers at the start of each month. However, she never puts you in the second place. She is very gentle with you and available, and is the only person you can confide in. The discovery of a mysterious past. One day at school, you receive an assignment about family history. You have to write about your family's past. While your family consists of your deceased mother and a father whom you can stand, you're quite worried about what to write. While the assignment is optional, it will still improve your final grade, and as you're about to graduate, it will be very convenient to you. When you get home, you decide to ask your father about your family's past. He appears to be intrigued, yet his responses are so vague you end up researching your family's names on web. Uncovering something unclear about your father and mother, you decide to investigate further as your father refused to provide you any detail about those results. While you keep insisting, one day he decides to talk to you about your late mother, who appears to have been a very special being, having passed down her DNA to you. Not having noticed anything out of place in your body or behavior so far, it is a very strange disclosure. You also find out about being in danger due to your own being. However, there is a group of persons who is on your side and will do everything to prevent the life-threatening events. This situation causes a big change in your relationship with father, as well as to become close with a new friend, Kai. Do happy endings exist? One day you notice that Kai has suddenly stopped showing up, disappearing completely. While having your life at stake, a lot of changes will be brought onto your present environment. You'll have to distance yourself from the people you cherish and can't afford to get involved in the situation, as well as be more wary of surroundings than ever. As more people seem to be approaching you every day, you do not know whom to trust. To this gets added the fact you have a special mission to accomplish that is still unclear. It is up to you to find Kay using your special powers, which you have no clue of how to use just yet. You receive information about having to collect his heart fragments in order to make him return to your world. While collecting fragments of your own past and present, you have absolutely to find Kay. Will you be able not to break the heart of your own and to accomplish the mission? Will you ever discover every detail about who you actually are? What captures the player's eye since the very beginning is the stunning art in the menu, as well as the atmospheric background music refining it. The game also offers a very pleasing to the eyes menu and in-game text background. You can choose to disable some effects at the beginning of the gameplay, as they might result triggering. Heart Fragment is an automate dating sim, and the choices you pick will determine the being of our main character and her personality, which will lead you to affecting your dialogue and endings. While being unsure about the dating part, not being shown in the demo, many different characters are presented, both male and female. The choice of inputting the name is offered and the game's main character is female, whose default name goes by Xani. The art is well done, the character sprites are attractive and the main character's face is also shown. The facial expressions are well portrayed, displaying properly the character's emotions during dialogues. The dialogues are partially voiced in English, adding a more involving impression to the conversations.
Are you okay?
At the beginning of the story, a mellow atmosphere with music box background music and purely saddening story is reproduced in-game. While proceeding with the gameplay, the story will become slightly depressive, however the cheerful and interesting characters will lighten it up. The plot features elements like post-traumatic stress disorders, as well as depression and similia. The reading won't result depressive but might appear triggered occasionally, for example when Xani's nightmares are described. Particularly noticeable the flow of the story, as the writing part is really interesting and well executed. Overall, Heart Fragment is suggested if looking for an interesting dating sim, offering a psychological story and whereabouts of the presented characters. If you enjoy mysteries and seeking out the truth during the read, this is the game for you. It also offers a quality aesthetic content and fluent story, so I personally suggest it to public not looking for romance with boys solely, as it results in a pleasing read. Not recommended to public sensitive to topics such as depression and trauma. This was my review of Heart Fragment demo by Starfield Gaming. If you enjoyed my review, you should really wishlist the game on Steam, as it will be published at the end of next month. I hope you enjoyed my video and see you next time, bye bye!